Alright. Okay. YouTube! YouTube? There you go, YouTube. Alright. Live chat. Pull it up. Let the good people know. At everyone on live. Send it out. Make a tweet real quick. Alright. Chronics, who? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Alright. I'm going to be farming up on the alt account today. So let's make sure. Okay, leave the rest to me. Looks good. I guess this technically doesn't matter. Empress Death Beam, Revenge Death Ball. Alright, looks good, looks good. Hopefully everybody's having themselves a nice evening. I actually had a power outage for the last few hours, and the power only just came back on just in time. Yeah, it probably came back on within like the last 25 minutes or so. So, yeah, we're in luck. Raptor Red, Dark Magician, hello guys, welcome in. Let me pull this up real quick. Just use yeah. And let's go on ahead. Let's start getting things a rocking and a rolling, shall we? Solo, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Ones in chat for anybody who wants to farm up some TP medals. It's your last chance to get a bonus. As the title states, this is the last night for 50% more TP medals. I don't know exactly when it's going to end, but by the time tomorrow rolls around, this 50% TP medal stuff is going to be over. And we're probably not going to be seeing another one come back until the next DLC drops. That's usually when they like to do these things. Let's see here. Swish, hello, welcome in, man, welcome in. But yeah, so, last opportunity. So if you do want to get 50% more TP medals today, make sure you're typing your ones in the chat when I ask for them. You know, get them now or forever hold your piss. Alright, so let's get Swish. And we need Dark Magician, Raptor, and who? Dark Magician, Raptor, and who? And I guess we'll just triple up on Vegeta, I guess. Consistently faster. Generally a little bit more consistent. I feel like whenever we have trouble, Goku gives it to us more often than Vegeta. Alrighty, Chronics for show. Oh, rough start for Swish. Zero, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, excuse me. What the hell? Oh, great. Just what we wanted to see. What a wonderful start. Finally got the shiny Trico. Good shit. That's a good shiny right there. Alright. Come on, Xenoverse. Don't be pussyfooting around with me tonight. It's the last night for extra TP medals, man. Now is not the time. Somebody change Xenoverse 2's diaper. It's shit in the bed. I really don't like the mix of this, like, ugly green with the brown lettering. I feel like they did Maju dirty with this color combo. Gamer Soul, hello, welcome in. Are the Xenoverse 2 servers down? I mean, I'm able to connect to the servers, but they are acting very wonky. We've already had one disconnect that booted me back to the title screen, so they're definitely not up to snuff. Real bad timing on that, too. I blame Frieza. I blame Frieza and his stupid siege. Jim, hello, welcome in. Alright, let's try this again. Alrighty. And are there any more ones in chat? Any more ones in chat for my PlayStation players that want to earn themselves 50% more TP medals than usual? Oh, Akali. Hello, welcome in. Alright. Well, we did invite Swish, so we'll just see what happens here. Okay, it worked out. Saffron, hello, welcome in. Are the PS4 servers no longer shitting themselves? I wouldn't say that they're not shitting themselves. You literally just missed it, dude. I already got disconnected once and booted back to the title screen. So, I mean, you know, they're working, but not very well. Alrighty, Saffron. We did already get a group of ones, so let me get your name on the list here, Saffron, and you will be the first person in the next group. Trunks! It's him! He's here! Back from the future! Welcome in. Do I know Marceline? Like, from Adventure Time? Corey, hello, welcome in, man, welcome in. Jordan, welcome in. Oh, wow. This is fantastic. There's a new Dragon Ball game out today. What, did they already release the... What's it called? The Genki Shin Squadra? Yeah, I don't give a shit. Oh, it has another beta coming out today? Eh. The game just sounds beta in general. Much like these goddamn servers. What a mess, man. I had a power outage earlier today. It came back literally just in time for me to start streaming in my usual start time. And now this. Hope to see me in the battleground. You won't. I'm not going to be playing that game. Dragon Ball Pinoverse 2, dude. Once again, I blame Frieza and his stupid siege. We're gonna have to pull the Spirit Bomb, lend me your energy strats here. This keeps up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can get past the lobby. Let's see if we can actually get past building the lobby this time, and maybe we can do, like, one mission. Well, everybody made it in here lickety-split, so let's just ready up, see what happens. Oh, is that why you ask about Marceline? That's who you're cosplaying today? I don't remember Marceline ever having a gun, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she ever used a firearm. Stryden, hello, welcome in. Oh, you lent us your energy. No wonder it worked. Stryden lent us some energy. Hell yeah. Shoutouts to Stryden. Card, hello, welcome in.
Here we go.
Only pair of jeans you can use? What about the Ranger 17 pants? Those are basically jeans. That's what I'm wearing right now. Oh, what the hell? Why did I start charging up? I hit triangle for Dodoria's headbutt. What the fuck? Okay, got it done in 20 seconds, so that's pretty good. Not a bad start to the actual missions. Ooh, and 39 TP medals? Yes, please. Keep them coming. That's the max amount we can get from this mission. Also, I'd like to point out that Akali used the wrong form of pear. She used the pear as in the fruit, not pear as in like a pair of socks. So apparently she's wearing a pear as in a fruit of jeans. Spilt your soda? Yeah, I had a power outage that lasted for a good, like, few hours. So it's been a little rough on my end, too. Yeah, if you look in the top left corner where it tells you, like, oh, a new event has started, it actually specifically says that the Ginyu Force has invaded. 21. You're only getting 21? Uh-oh. That's not good. You did get into Konton City before you accepted the invite, right? I mean, at the very least, you should be getting 32. Savage, welcome in. Alright, what's going to happen here? Are we going to be able to make it to the next mission? We are, okay. You got the Diana pack. What the hell? They shadow drop something? No, I'm just messing with you. I'm sure you mean the Daima pack. The Diana pack. Yeah, my hair is, it's a little crazy tonight. It's a bit wiry. Frieza from the Siege should give us Future Chagas Chapter 3 instead of yapping. I mean, at the very least, he can release his grip on the servers and just let us play the damn video game.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Tonight is the last night for the TP Metal bonus, so we're basically just going to be doing this all stream. Taking advantage of it while we have our last opportunity. I think Raptor's going to log in to Conton City, try and make sure this shit works, but we're going to run one without him. You're going to drown chat underwater? You're just going to plunk your phone in the water? I think it would be, the better alternative would be to just wipe it off, but I guess a lot of phones these days are pretty damn well waterproof. I saw this video of someone who had a metal detector, and they were metal detecting like right at the shore's edge, and they found somebody's phone buried just beneath the surface, and it was in perfectly good condition. And like, who even knows how long it would have been there, too. So it's kind of crazy, the advancements they're making with technology in that regard. You got water phone proof. Oh, that's even better. Phone proof water? You're way in business, then. You don't know if you have to get through the story to get the TP bonus. Now, that might actually be something worth wondering. Maybe? Have you at least done the Raditz mission? Like the very first story mission? Because I definitely don't think that you have to get through the entire story, but there's a certain point in the story mode where, like, you gain access to online features, I think. I do think I remember that being a thing. Like, maybe up to the Zarbon and Dodoria fights, you might have to complete up through that. I remember them being a quintessential point in the story for something. I forget what, though. Ooh, a 16-second time. Not bad, everybody. Not bad. Okay, so we'll just power up. Limit burst up. We'll fly right in with a headbutt. Oh, that's bullshit. Stop blocking. Thank you. Did the NPC do that? Where did he go? Alright, it's okay. We made it work out. Didn't take us too much longer than normal.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Alright, Raptor, are you ready for me to try and invite you back in here? You ready? Alright. ZGB, hello, welcome in, man, welcome in. If it doesn't work, you'll swap CACs. Yeah, that would probably be for the best. Rather than, like, playing through story mode crap, you can just swap characters real quick. Get that tournament for defeating 1 million Cybermen. I remember the raid that they did where we had to defeat as many Cybermen as possible. If that's what you're talking about. Waiting on Raptor. And there he is. Alright. I'm going to give this one more shot. If that doesn't work out, then I think I'm just going to have to pass your slot onto Saffron. Then we'll just get you in with the next group. Right, we'll give it one more try. Alright, Raptor made it in. Alright, let's ready up then. I guess that means Saffron will just have to continue to wait in the wings, but his time will come. You would put on a hat, but it makes your cosplay hair shorter. Which hat? Just doing Kanton City stuff with Tosak. Works for me, man. Whatever kills the time while you're waiting for your turn. Marceline wears a sun hat. I'd imagine the hat that you would wear would be like that blue hat with the brim on it. I forget what it's called. But does that one really make your hair shorter? Huh. That's still a really cool outfit.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley
On that female Majin, that honestly goes together really well. Mm, 17 seconds. The waiting room soundtrack is from Xenoverse 1. Well, can't really be too surprised that they recycled soundtracks. I think that's a pretty common thing between, like, just kind of game series in general. And especially considering what development company we're talking about here. Alright, cool. 16 seconds. We're going to be blitzing it today, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to be kicking some ass, and we're going to be kicking it fast. We might just start doing full Vegeta tours going forward. Just because they are consistently faster. A little bit of a smaller arena as well, so, you know, we can start wailing on Vegeta, like, immediately, rather than having to close the gap like how we have to do with Goku in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. You got 39 TP medals? There you go, buddy. That's the ticket. Now you're in business. Like, what did you do? Like, did you do anything, Raptor? Like, just made sure that you were logged into Kanton City? Another 16-second time. You swapped to your Luna CAC? Okay.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Yeah, if that's the case, I mean, we can't really rule out something wonky going on with the servers just because of how it was acting not but 15 minutes ago. Alright, we'll count that as 2, I guess. How much do I know about Adventure Time? Not a whole lot. I did watch some episodes some time back, but it's not like I've really seen the whole series or anything like that. And it's kind of been a little while as well. It's been at least like a year and a half. So, my knowledge is pretty minimal, pretty baseline. Xenoverse 2 uses a PS3 graphics engine. I can't say I'm surprised. I can't really say that I knew that for sure, but I'm not surprised to hear that information. Yeah, honestly, it's a really solid Western cartoon, though. You know the lore is deep, you just never gave it a fair chance. Yeah. Yeah, although it is a really solid cartoon, you know, these Western cartoons, man, they can't hold my attention that well. You know, they can get my attention, but they can't really hold it.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Okay, I'll try to remember that, Tyrese. Oh, no, don't. Just don't. Please? Okay, thank you.
What's going on? Wonderful. Oh, where are my
All right.
stickers?
Alright, we're rather consistent with the sub-20s, which is precisely what we want to see. Ray, hello. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. The Super Saiyan 4 tops look weird on Namekians. Yeah, I'd believe it, man. Usually people have their Namekians with, like, green skin or some kind of, you know, blue, or I think I see, like, a lot of, like, dark black. So I'd imagine it could look weird on a lot of different Namekians, just kind of depending on how you choose to color them. Aw, dude, he's getting beamed! Beam him! There you go. That felt a little bit wonky. I don't know why that was. It seemed like our Emperor's Death Beams were fairly well synced up.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley faces?
So I don't know why that took so long. I say took so long when it's still 21 seconds, but... Alright, that's 3. It's the sweatin' silly putty man. Forgotten, hello, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Can you have some time next lobby? You can have a little bit of time.
What's going on?
I have hunger.
Where are my smiley faces?
Probably gonna wind up getting myself some McDonald's again after stream. Now, let's not jinx it, who? Let's not give the universe any kind of funky ideas. Forgotten, did you have a power outage around where you're at today? Because our power was out for a good few hours. You just got here and now I'm making you hungry. Yeah, I mean, it's a Cesaro stream, man. Not a stream goes by that food doesn't get mentioned. No? Okay. Lucky. Had a pastrami sandwich from your brother's restaurant. Oh! That sounds good, man. Acorn, hello. Welcome in, man. Welcome in.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Had some spaghetti. Nice. A nice simple go-to. I had spaghetti earlier this week, and man, did I put the hurt on it. Had a big old bowl, and I was done in no time flat. Sparking Zero's confirmed to be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Can't say I'm surprised. Dragon Ball games often find their way onto the Nintendo consoles sometime after initial release. Nope, there is no raid tonight. No new raids tonight. So this is going to be a pure TP metal farming stream. Tomorrow, when I come back, it's going to swap from a TP metal bonus to a Zenny and EXP bonus. We lost Raptor. But, yeah, unfortunately, no new raid this week. We have a Frieza Siege event today and most likely tomorrow as well. No, we'll do Crystal Raids tomorrow night. We will do Crystal Raids tomorrow night since we're getting an EXP bonus. I'm still counting that as 4. Yeah, no Final Battle Super Soul, no Hobbies Super Soul, no Warmed Up Super Soul. Nothing special this week. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Trying to get Raptor back in here. Where the hell is he? Trying to get Raptor back in here. So where could he be? Do 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 bop do 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 bop. Shoobody doo bop, shoobody doo bop, shoobody doo bop, shoobody doo bop. You hope they'll keep giving us Dyma Pack free update artworks in the raids? Well, I doubt that they're gonna add any more, like, to the drop pool until the next DLC drops. So, I mean, you know, whatever we got in there is probably what we're going to get for a while. Did Raptor's internet take a shit on him? What's going on here? I think he said something when he first got booted, didn't he? No, he didn't. So, yeah, there... Wait. Nope. I mean, doesn't it say he's online, though? I could have sworn it said. Yeah, it's showing him as online. Your connection is being weird. Your invitation showed up as another player invited you to Xenoverse 2. What's going on with your game and internet? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I'll try sending one more invite, but... yeah. So here's what we're... If Raptor is not able to get in here, technically okay, let's see what happens. Let me not speak too soon. Okay, we'll give this a couple more tries. Alright, we're going to give this one more try here. So, if Raptor doesn't make it in here, we're going to go on ahead and do one more round with just everybody that we have in here right now. Because technically, everyone else besides Raptor has gone for 5 tours. Raptor's made it in for 4. So what we're going to do is if Raptor doesn't make it in on this attempt, I'm going to run one more round with this group. Then I'm going to start a new group with Saffron in it, and we'll start getting people in from there. But yeah, we're going to give Raptor one more try. Try hard, hello, welcome in, man, welcome in. Alright, so no matter what happens, we're readying up. Alright. So yeah, like I said, we're going to do one more round with this group since everyone else besides Raptor has had 5 tours to play. We'll do this tour here real quick, and then we're going to get a new group that includes Saffron. I think that's the easiest way for it to work out in my mind without confusing myself. Plus, it'll give Saffron a minute to make sure that he's ready before he gets in here. You blame Swish? I'll allow it. Why can't they fix and update the shitty 2016 netcode? Well, I think the answer is within the question you asked itself. This shit is old. It's from 2016. There might not be any fixing it.
Simply splendid.
You blame Vegeta? I don't know. What's Vegeta got to do with Raptor being able to get into the lobby? I don't know that I can allow that one.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Everybody needs to email Dimps and Bandai. Oh, they're not going to do shit. They're just going to delete all those emails and be like, yeah, we didn't see that. I thought fighters had a rollback like a few years back. I could be mistaken, but I thought that happened some time ago by now. Really? Alright, let's get him. Xenoverse 2 could get a rollback netcode. Well, I can't pretend like I know what goes on behind the scenes or what the inner workings of everything is, but I have a feeling that Xenoverse being a 3D arena fighter might make things a little bit more complicated than they are for a 2D traditional fighter. So that could be a factor, but like I said, I don't really know. But if I were to take a shot in the dark, that's where I'd be shooting. Alright, so yeah, let's go on ahead. Let's make a new lobby. We're going to get Saffron in here, but let's see those ones in chat, everybody. Ones in chat for the rest of the slots. Who wants them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got quite a few people in here. Oh, damn, that's a big old wall of ones. Holy smokes. Alright, let's get this going. Alright. I guess people just got the free time tonight. Or, you know, they see that this is the last possible night that they can farm for bonus TP medals. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, now I really got to try and take advantage of it. Ray, we don't need to be talking about stuff like that. This is not the time nor the place. Okay, but we need to get Saffron. And then we need to get... Oh, here. Okay, so we need to get Akali. And then Chronix. And then Acorn, I believe, is Galen Merrick. Do I not have him on here? Or is he just playing offline? FG... I must not have him on the alt account. Okay, so hold on. So that's 3. So then we need him, and then... Swish and Ray. Or no, wait. 3. So that would be 4. Okay, so then Swish, and then I gotta send one out to Galen Merrick. That's weird. I thought I had him on both accounts. Maybe he's just... Yeah, there he is. Okay, he's just not on stream teams. Weird. Okay. There we go. Alright. So then after that, it's going to be... Ray... Tryhard... Raptor, Who, and Dark. Did we end up losing somebody? I don't think we did. So we're just waiting on Saffron and Chronix. There they are. Okay, cool. And now let me just double check. So yeah, next group will include Ray, Tryhard, Raptor, Who, and Dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've already got the whole next team figured out as well. Hell yeah. Look at this. What are this? What am I supposed to be looking at? Oh. Oh yeah, that's weird. It doesn't even go down their whole torso. What the fuck? That is bizarre. I don't know. That might be on par with my record. I mean, if you include Saffron, that would be 10, and I think that's about as many as I've gotten before. I think 10 is the most amount of ones we've seen at once. Would I rather play Kaba or Dragon Ball Super 17? Oh, I don't know. That's rough, because neither one of them are really that desirable as far as Xenoverse 2 characters go. Oh, I can't believe that connected.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Dragon Ball Super 17 is broken the right hands. Yeah, I suppose that probably between the two of them, Ranger 17 probably is the better character, so I'll just say Ranger 17. I also like his outfit a lot better, so sure. We'll go with Ranger 17. Trust no one but yourself. I mean, I think a better way to put that is to be conservative with your trust. You know, be careful who and what you trust, right? His Super Soul is completely dead if your PvP opponent is a total amateur. This is true. I believe his is the one that seals your skills until you've taken like 25% of your health. But once the Super Soul activates, it's a really damn good boost. Like, it's a huge boost to all of your damage and your movement speed, so... You know, and if you are fighting an amateur, then what do you need the boost for anyway, right? You'll be grinding on Expert Mission 18, huh? Did you find a consistent strat to skip raid moves, Who? Or are you just doing what I did in my speed run, where you just use Super Electric Strike and hope for the best? I have no idea what you're talking about, card. I don't know nothing about no Mario Kart stuff.
Smiley face stickers.
You sometimes have gigantic key blast happen, but you have photon swipe at the ready. Alright, that's one. What exactly is your strat, who? I have hunger, and I don't like that. Has it really almost been an hour since I started? Jeez. The fact that hits outfits for CAC still isn't in the game should be an indicator that we're never going to see it. Honestly, at this point, I feel like it's time to just drop all expectations of this game. Like, expecting anything out of Dimps and Xenoverse 2 is just, you're setting yourself up for sadness. Better off just focusing on game developers that are doing a good job, you know, like From Software, or NeoWiz, or maybe like Capcom. Yeah, Custom Ranger 17 top would be nice. Yo, Legendary Saiyan God, welcome in.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Oh, shit. I haven't seen that card, but it sounds like it'd be a pretty funny animation. Man, it's kind of weird. It probably would be old, too, because, I mean, the Tournament of Power... When did that happen? Like 2018 or something like that? 2017 even, maybe? So yeah, that shit is old by now. God damn. You have Fuse, Super Soul, Shield Barrier, Ultimate Charge, Photon Swipe, Innocence Bullet, Super Electric Strike, Elegant Blaster, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and Psycho Escape. Oh, so you're not even going in there with a an attack boost limit burst then. God damn. At least we finally got Vegeta's Cell Saga armor. For real, dude. For the longest time, only male Saiyans could wear that because of their default starter outfit. It's kind of crazy how only male Saiyans were able to dress up like that, or at least make something super close, because technically you've got the Time Patroller symbol on that, which kind of messes with it a little bit, but it's still a very convincing recreation, you know. 2018's when Super ended? Oh, Lord, dude. It has been a long time. Have a new form called Ultra Omega Full Power Evolved Saiyan. That's not enough descriptors. That's not enough adjectives in there. Since you're playing with NPCs, you have a healing burst just in case. I guess that makes sense, you know, just in case you see a Peeler Storm. You know, I suppose, you know, casually you can really do whatever you want, but... You know, if you're aiming for fast times and getting it done as fast as possible, you really need to have that attack boost. Is that at the TP shop? Is what at the TP shop? Okay. Oh, speaking of One Punch Man, aren't we supposed to be getting Season 3 sometime this year? Did I pay attention to State of Play? How do you feel about the new Dragon Ball game that's like League of Legends? I don't give a fuck about it. The Vegeta Torn armor? I don't know when that one's going to be getting released, Swish. We were talking about the Super Saiyan 3 armor that we got from the Daima DLC pack. That's the one we were specifically talking about. But I'm not sure. I know which ones you're talking about, but I don't know if it's going to be coming in a raid or if it's going to drop in the TP shop or what. If the files are already in the game, you might be able to look in the item lookup section, and it might tell you. Because it could be coming in the festival as well, but I really don't know.
Is this it? Bravo! Simply splendid.
The end of Dragon Ball Super Japanese audio was during Xenoverse's 6th DLC. I remember when Ultra Instinct Goku came out, it was revealed in Xenoverse 2 before it was revealed in the show. At least for English dub watchers. I don't know if it was any different for like the Japanese dub or anything like that, but I know Ultra Instinct Goku came out before he did in the show, which is kind of funny. That had to have been a mistake, right? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It might come in the 4th festival. It might come in a raid. It might, you know... We'll check the item lookup. How's about that? I see Saffron talking about it. I'll pull up the item lookup when we get back into the lobby, and we'll see if we can find anything. Why not use Beast? Because it's slow. Everything about it is going to slow the process down. If you're talking about using it for this mission. Vegeta really called his attack Final Flash when that shit never finalized any fight it's been used in. It's still a cool name. Be that as it may, it might not have put in as much work as some people might like, but the name and the pose and just everything else about the attack is pretty cool. It's always been my favorite. Oh, it was out before Japanese? Yeah, no. Xenoverse 2 spoiling the anime. Sorry to hear that, Tyrese. Hopefully your situation turns around much sooner rather than later, man. Y'all remember when Trunks sliced Zamasu from the balls up? It's the only way to do it, that slimy son of a bitch. I mean, you know, Zamasu grew that gooner arm and gave Trunks the idea. Stop that gooning once and for all. Did they ever show Final Shine more than once? I remember Vegeta using Final Shine once in GT, and I don't know if he ever used it after that.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Joseph, hello, welcome in. Alright, we were gonna try and see if we can find anything interesting in the item lookup, right? So let's try and get that done here real quick. It's in bag, right? Yeah, location lookup. Okay, we're gonna want the, like, actual description here. Bulma's clothes, Rosie's, Kakunsa's, Santa, Ribrianne, Angel, Chi-Chi, Goku. This is all stuff that I just didn't get from the Star Coin shop. Wait. Oh, I'm on the alt account, that's why. Okay, I'm like, I totally bought his jacket. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have information on it in the item lookup, because now we're getting into really old stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't know yet. I don't know. Unless you can find somebody on social media somewhere who has data mined that information in terms of where we get it, I don't know that I'm going to be able to answer that on this stream. Maybe his nuts turned to goo when he got corrupted. Or at least the one on his right side. He only used it once against Super 17? Okay, yeah, I thought he only used it once. What if you mix the materials for the Vegeta Saga Battlesuit damage with the Super Mix Capsule Z? Well, I don't know. I don't know what the stats on it would be, so I don't really know what kind of resulting QQ bang you'd get from it.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
In the DLC non-color part? Is it? I guess that makes sense because we saw like the Chi-Chi stuff. We'll check again. I'll try and find it again. We'll try one more time after. It might be higher up on the list because I guess I was in the custom colored stuff and it's not a custom colored outfit. I'll look again. Corrupted nut. Oh, man. Hey Tyrese, I feel bad for your situation and all, man. And you know I am glad to see you administering an apology, but let's leave it there, bud. All right, please and thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
I couldn't corrupted Zamasu's arm be green. Why was it purple? I guess just to give it some sort of contrast, to really drive the point home that it's corrupted, I guess. Oh, no, if they would have turned it white, man, yuck. He would have literally been the ultimate gooner if that were the case. Golly. That would have looked so wrong.
What's going on? Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Alright, we'll look one more time for this damaged Vegeta outfit real quick. I'd imagine it's probably still going to be kind of close to the bottom. What the hell's all this? Oh, let me change it to the description. Oh, it's just the... Okay. T-shirt. Bunch of T-shirts. I imagine these are all going to be T-shirts for a while. Universe, numbers. Oh, there's so many of these damn things. Vegeta's Super Saiyan. Okay, we're already into the... Okay, Vegeta's suit that was broken after sustaining attacks from Krillin and Frieza. And it says that it's going to be in the teepee metal shop. Right? So yeah, just get my face out of the way real quick so you can guarantee. Vegeta's battle suit that was broken after sustaining attacks from Krillin and Frieza. Looks like the stats are going to be 3 in Ki, Stamina, Basic, and Strikes, with 4 negative in health and 2 negative in Ki Blast, which is weird because Vegeta is usually like known as a Ki Blaster, and then as it says here, TP Metal Shop. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep an eye out on the what's it called? On the info site as well as the TP Metal Shop itself, and yeah, according to the item lookup, that's where it's coming from. Alright, let me get my notes back up here. Nice detective work. Well, thank you. Gotta give chat some credit, too, because they called out the fact that I didn't look past the custom-colored stuff, which is always at the bottom, so... Gotta give chat some credit for double-checking my work.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
How Dimps never gave us a search bar to find shit after all these years is the biggest boneheaded move ever. Yeah, no. I mean, literally with hundreds of skills and hundreds of items to sift through, man. It would have been nice. Where's the Xenoverse info site? So, I always post it in the description of all of my videos that cover the information on there. But I guess I can get it for you here real quick. I'll post it in chat. There's the link. Yeah, sure thing, robot. Item lookup as a start, but now we need the actual search bar to type stuff. Yeah, I mean, especially for equipping things, right? Because the item lookup is really good to know, like, where you find it and unlock it in the game. But, like, then you unlock whatever it is you're trying to find, and then now you gotta go through the whole process of finding it in your list as shit. Oh, yeah, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I've been to the Underground Lake stage way more than anything else. I mean, considering how usually 2/3 of the time, like when we're doing these things, you know, 2 out of 3 missions is against Vegeta. Now we're just saying fuck it and tripling up on it for the faster times. Yeah, no, beyond, there's no doubt about it. Oh yeah, sorting things by alphabetical order would be so good. Like, that would honestly be amazing. That would probably be the best thing that they could do. And probably the simplest as well. Like, from a programming standpoint. 'Cause, I mean, they already allow us to order stuff by rarity. No fighting or everyone gets Daddy's belt. Exactly. Listen to Stridon.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
We need an Excel spreadsheet update? Like, you mean just the pro... Oh, for Xenoverse? I'm not sure what you mean. Alright, so that's 5 by my count, so let's do one more, and then we'll move on to the next group. Because in Excel we can sort data such as alphabetize. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, sometimes Vegeta does grabs too, and it doesn't really matter who does it. Just whenever the AI does it, it's an automatic time loss. The thing with Goku is he has more HP, so he just kind of naturally takes longer. Plus, he starts further away from the group than Vegeta does, so it takes longer before we can actually headbutt him. You're surprised Dimps hasn't thought about the idea of putting the equipment in alphabetical order? Here's the thing about that sentence. I'm surprised Dimps hasn't. It's not exactly the best way to start a sentence. I mean, shit. Look at the way that they've handled Xenoverse 2 throughout its entire lifespan. Is any bad thing involved with this game really a surprise at this point? Vegeta has a pervy grab where he grabs your chest. Yeah, nope. Vegeta do be a groper. Very inappropriate against them female CACs, man. Vegeta over there trying to cop a feel. Yeah, no, send Bulma an anonymous letter every time he does it. You want a Xenoverse with Kakarot-style graphics? At this point, I think I'd probably lean more towards Sparking Zero graphics. Because the skills and, like, the beams and blasts in that game really are a visual spectacle.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
You wonder if anyone from the Budokai era of the Dimps devs team is still on the job? Did Dimps develop the original Budokai? Here in DBZ Budokai 1 developer. Oh, I'll be damned, it was. It says Dimps and a Spike on here. Huh. Damn, I never knew that Dimps was on the original Budokai projects. Interesting. Yeah, Acorn, I don't know. That's a good question. No more bath time with Bulma, Vegeta. Yeah, no. Bulma's gonna be pissed.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
We need a spreadsheet for all attribute categories in this game. I think you're going to have to expand on that, like... Yeah, not quite sure, like on the spreadsheet they would have, like yeah, I'm just kind of confused as to what they'd have in this spreadsheet. All right, that is round number 6 by my count, so let's go on ahead. Let's get the next group started. Tryhard, are you still in the chat, my man? Because I don't remember what your PSN is, so I think you're going to have to remind me, man. I'm rocking the Anakin Skywalker hair? Kinda. It's really like my curls and waves are really exaggerated because I went to bed with wet hair. But when it's longer, I always thought it looked like Aizen after he takes off his glasses and slicks it back. But Anakin Skywalker's another pretty good comparison. Oh, I think I did parallel quests.
Sir.
Okay, yeah. I think your PSN was it's NXN. I think that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure, so if I'm wrong, please correct me. Okay, but yeah, we need Rayro. It's NXN. I believe that's what it was. Yeah, okay, I recognize this profile picture. And then we need to get Raptor, Who, and Dark. There. Vegeta about to get his own Gooner arm at this rate, right? He better be leaving them female CACs alone, or else he has got a one-way ticket to Divorce Town. No round trip. You think it's more of a 90s Michael Jackson hairstyle? I might have to look up images of that, because from what I'm thinking of, I don't see it. Oh, for each race accordingly. Okay, I see what you're talking about now, Swish. Yeah, that would be really nice. I've been thinking about making a video that just goes over all of the character stats. I guess I can kind of see it. His hair looks a little bit more permy, I guess. Like, my hair doesn't curl quite that much, and it doesn't have quite that much volume. But I can kind of see it. Okay, who are we missing? We're missing Ray, and we're missing... Oh, I think Dark Magician said he was actually going AFK. I think I might have seen him say that in the chat. Yeah. I think he said be back some time ago, and I guess he just isn't back yet. But yeah, otherwise... Who else were we missing? Rayro? I'll try sending Ray one more. I don't know if he left or not. Either way, it looks like we're going to have to give our slot away to at least one other person. So let's see those ones in chat, folks. Ones in chat for lobby slots. We'll give Rayro a minute here, but we're definitely going to need to give Dark Magicians away for now. Okay, so Akali and Swish. We'll just have to see how this works out. Swish is always a bit of a loose cannon when it comes to whether he gets in here or not. So, let's just see. Okay, Akali made it in. I'll give Swish another couple of attempts, but if he doesn't make it, then it looks like Saffron typed one after him. So, Saffron, make sure you are ready in the wings. But yeah, I'm just going to type Rayro and Dark, just so that way I know we should probably try and squeeze them in next opportunity we get. Raptor, was that a DC, or did you do that on purpose? Disconnect? Okay. The loosely internet provider. Yeah. Oh, shit. Dark Magician made his way back. Okay, okay. Alright, so I guess I should try getting Raptor back in here then. Dark Magician, you literally made it back, like, just in the nick of time. 190 for 8 Mbps, dude. They're shafting you big time. You are getting the shaft. Swish, I'm giving this to Raptor, my dude. I doubt you're going to make it in here, but Raptor was on my list of people here, so gotta try and get him in here. Alright, cool. So let me figure out what... We can take Dark Magician off this list here. Because he did make it back. So then after this group, we'll try with Saffron, Chronix, and Swish is who I have for the next group. Because we didn't get Rayro, but we did get Tryhard. We got Raptor. We got Who. We got Dark Magician. So we're pretty much set on that. Okay. Let me get my notes straightened out, because they got real messy in this process. Okay. So yeah, I've got Ray's name jotted down. I don't know if he'll come back or not, but then otherwise it'll be Saffron, Chronix, and Swish in the next group. So... let's get into it. You pay 40 for league skin suckers? Sounds to me like you're the sucker. Oh, you have a home phone bundle. Yeah, we did away with our home phone bundle whenever we switched providers. Would I rather marry Bulma or Chi-Chi? Ooh. I don't know. Both of them do come from money. I don't know. Bulma seems to be a little bit more pretentious than Chi-Chi. Both of them do have their bitchy moments. I don't know, man. I feel like that's kind of a toss-up. Maybe Chi-Chi, since she's not so full of herself as Bulma is. He'd rather not marry either of them. You know, Stryden, I think that's the correct answer. I think you have typed the correct answer in chat. You would marry Scott for her cooking. Oh, I see. Trying to find your way to an early grave, Joseph. I see your strategy. You'd marry lunch. God damn it, Brando. You went from typing something absolutely brilliant to something absolutely ridiculous. I feel like that's one of the most strangest, worst choices you could make as far as what female character to marry in Dragon Ball, man. Because blue-haired Launch, absolute sweetheart. You know, if it was just blue-haired Launch that I had to deal with, I think that would objectively be the correct answer. But then she turns into blonde-haired Launch, and then all of a sudden, you know, now she's literally lighting your clothes on fire and trying to shoot at you, and just like the absolute craziest bitch you could ever encounter. Vidal's a solid choice, honestly. But Vidal might be a pretty correct answer as well. You'd marry Bulma and snitch on her for what Vegeta does to Zuki. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to marry her in order to do that, but shit, go for it. The fucking stupidest thing an individual can say right there. I can fix her. No, you cannot. Well, Future Mai is another pretty good answer. $18, I guess, makes sense. You know, as long as we're not talking about future 18. You feel like Bulma is more okay with chaos compared to Chi-Chi? That's a fair point. I think I can agree with that.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Oh, we're down to 38 TP medals with this group. But yeah, no. Honestly, Android 21 is the ultimate choice. Android 21 is the most correct choice. I'm with you on that one, Akali. That's one. Yeah, best of luck with that, Swish. I don't know. In my opinion, it sounds like the companies are betraying you and your mom. So, I mean, you know. I don't know how things are in Puerto Rico, but I know once upon a time, you know, that was a very, like, here in the Americas, you know, you would stick with a company and you know, would mainly stick with them for a lifetime. But I feel like it's been a long time since Americans at least had that mentality. Just because, you know, people wised up and realized that in general, companies are pretty scummy. So, you know, you just kind of go with whoever you can get the best deal with at the time. Because way back in the day, when we still had satellite TV, my dad did switch from Dish to Direct and had no remorse about it. And, you know, we did the same thing whenever we switched from the Century Stink ISP over to the company that we have now. So, you know, switching companies has become very commonplace. I would like to hope just in the world in general. switched to a new provider.
What's going on? Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Oh, it took me a second to realize who the hell you were talking about, Solo. I'm like, skinny purple Catman and zesty blue boyfriend. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, oh, Beerus and Weiss. It took me way too long to piece that together. You're getting 25 TP. I don't know, man. Are you still on? Yeah, you're still on your Luna CAC, so I don't know, dude. And you loaded into Canton City? A sat-down comedian. I like that. Please, thank you.
What's going on?
Swish is the only one where people don't ask for his Wi-Fi password. Yeah, keep it to yourself, man. I'll just use my data. Oops. A hillbilly with a chainsaw just ran at full speed your way and ran into the wall. Oh, shit. That's gotta be in some video game or another, because if you literally saw something like that, I'd imagine the average person would probably shit themselves a little bit. You don't know if I saw your last comment? I guess not. No, Dead by Daylight. Okay. I figured as much, but I feel like hillbillies with chainsaws is such like a common thing to see in a lot of media. I feel like trying to pinpoint that onto one thing is a bit of a tall order.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
You got it clipped? Oh, nice. Make a YouTube video out of that. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's several, like, sequels and reboots and remakes and stuff. You know, we often call these types of load screens the rent-free load screens, but I don't know if that one counts for Cooler, considering how they're in his body and not in his head. Already on it? Yeah, forgotten out here speed running the process. Speaking of which, I've been having a little bit of an itch to do expert mission speedruns again.
What's going on?
Would I marry Arinsu? No.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
I mean, the way that I understand the Saiyan class system is that there really isn't any moving up. But I don't know, they might not have ever had a case like Bardock where someone increased their power level so quickly in such a short period of time. But from... we don't really get too much of how Saiyan society works just because, you know, the main thing they do in the series is get blown up. But I don't know. I don't know that I give a shit either.
See? Hard work pays off.
It's 3. I have no idea what you're talking about, Chronix. Which pro hero would I marry? Probably Miss Joke. Oh, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. Yeah, I've never seen any of them. I totally should, because as I've gotten older, I've found more of an appreciation for, like, horror slash slasher films. Maybe I should finally delve into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. If you had your way, you'd use the Super Dragon Balls to wish Universe 6 Sadala into Universe 7, and for Universe 6 to have Planet Vegeta right before Frieza blew it up. Nice. Set the timeline straight. Oh, Jiro. See, there's the thing about My Hero Academia is, like, you know, of course you've got every character's first and last names, and then of course you've got their hero names. And sometimes when I hear some characters' first names, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Watch it and have a shot every time the main girl throws herself through a window to escape. Oh dear. I'd imagine the reason you're saying that is because you'd be shit-faced plastered by the end of it. Chronix. Dude, I love that emote so much. I cannot help but laugh every time I see that emote that Chronix just fucking posted, dude. It looks like some drunk bastard just ripped the gnarliest fart of their lifetime. That emote will never get old. Better wishes for Dragon Ball Super to return with a new season. I'm at a point where it's like I can go with or without Dragon Ball media. It's not like the stuff that we get is particularly good, you know. The thing is over there in the Dragon Ball planning room, man, they don't care about the plot. They don't. They just want to create stories, which, like, I'm fine with, but it kind of creates a lot of problems within the community and in the fan space. It's like every new piece of media we get creates these new stupid arguments you see people having online, and it's just like, eh. What's the best lightsaber color? Okay, so when I played Jedi Survivor, I particularly liked the indigo color. That one might be my favorite. Orange or purple? I'm seeing some red. Orange and purple are pretty interesting. I do like those ones a lot as well. Those are definitely good choices. I think white is also a really cool color because it's a purified red saber. I did use white a fair bit in my playthrough as well. How did that stamina break not connect? Green? Okay. Purple, white, cyan, or orange. Or the black Mando saber. Oh, the dark saber? The dark saber is pretty cool. It's a very interesting one, but the thing about the dark saber is if we're taking lore into account, there's going to be so many other Mandalorians that are going to be on your ass because they want to take that saber from you and be the leader of the Mandalorians. So when you consider the lore aspect, it's like, eh. Plus, we've seen that, like, I forget exactly what caused it, but if you're not compatible with the Darksaber in some way, it basically becomes heavy. But otherwise, design-wise, it's fucking awesome. It's got a solid design. I love that it has more of like a curved sword. Like, it actually looks like it has an edge on it. I think its handle looks really cool. It's definitely very unique and has a very solid design. Red so you can stab Obi-Wan? What do you mean? Obi-Wan's not immune to getting stabbed by the other colors.
Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
What do you got against Obi-Wan, man? Obi-Wan's awesome. Yes, Stryden, you do still need to play Survivor. It is such an excellent Star Wars video game. Yeah, get that laptop fixed, dude. You like using orange because it matches Cal's hair color? That's valid, but ironically his true color is purple. Because like Mace Windu, he uses the light and dark side to fight with the Force. So that whole thing, like lightsaber colors having any meaning, only applies to, I believe it's the Knights of the Old Republic. It's one of those video games. But in like movie canon and such, the only colors that really mean anything are yellow, because that's what's given to Sentinels, as well as red, because that's what the Sith like to do, as well as white, because it's specifically a purified red saber. But if we're talking about what Cal's canon color is, it's blue. His canon color is blue. Because that's what we see in the starting cutscene of Survivor.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Lightsabers are heavy? Then why don't they call them heavy sabers? Oh, you're playing Survivor right now? Hell yeah, Solo. I've done a good handful of playthroughs of that game. I love it so much. It's your attunement with the Force that lets you wield it properly? The Darksaber? Okay. The Force Unleashed was awesome. I played a very little bit of it, and I just couldn't get into it because, like, it has... The Force powers are pretty cool, but it has inferior lightsaber combat to, like, the Jedi games, in my opinion. A royal blue lightsaber, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what the closest would be, because indigo is more of like a bluish purple, kind of like a darker blue. Because that's the one that I like, is indigo. You love using cyan during the story. The thing about cyan for me is it's too similar to just regular blue. You never beat Fallen Order? Oh, dude, that game is really good, and Survivor just expands upon it. Like, Survivor is an excellent sequel to Fallen Order. For anybody who has played Survivor, though, what's your favorite stance? Me, personally, I like the dual-wielding stance, and I also really liked the blaster stance. But I pretty much did my whole first playthrough pretty much exclusively using the dual wield. I haven't ever played Squadron. You just hate that you can only use the red blade during New Game Plus? Well, New Game Plus does offer a bunch of other stuff, like like you get specific New Game Plus perks. Plus, I mean, the game is so good. Like, if you're at all invested in it, there's no reason not to go into New Game Plus anyway.
Simply splendid.
So, that doesn't bother me one bit, you know. I think it makes sense, because, I mean, Cal is not a Sith, right? So you should have to do something in order to make him use a lightsaber that is associated with the Sith, I think. You use crossguard? Oh, dude, I hated crossguard so much. I think the crossguard stance sucks. Saw a YouTube edit of Bruce Lee using a yellow nunchuck lightsaber. That sounds awesome.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
I think I've seen YouTube edits of different, like, live-action movies where they replace whatever weapon with a lightsaber, but I can't remember which ones I saw. But I've definitely seen stuff like that. Okay, so that is 6 by my count, so let's go on ahead. Let's get the next group ready. Your cousin played it and he loves the dual-wield stance. Oh, the dual-wield stance is so fun. It's so good. Haven't played Fallen Order yet, unfortunately. Oh, brother, you're missing out. You gotta give it a shot whenever you get the opportunity, my dude. It's so fun. And then Survivor, like I said, is even better. So if you play Fallen Order, you gotta dive right into Survivor. Okay, is there any Rayros in the chat? Has Rayro found his way back to the stream? Calling all Rayros. You use it because you like the heavy strikes and because of Kylo Ren? Yeah, I hate the heavy strikes. It's just way too slow for me. And I don't think that its special abilities are really anything to write home about either. So... Saffron... And Swish... And where is Chronix? He is right there. Alright, I'm not seeing Rayro say anything, so I gotta assume he is not here. Let's go on ahead. Let's see some ones in chat then for the rest of the slots. Ones in chat. You'll try to get it at some point? Good call. The customization is so much better in Survivor for Cal, BD1, and the lightsaber. Oh, definitely. For Cal, especially. Because in Jedi Survivor, you could only get different colors of the Scrapper outfit, and you could only get different, like, varying ponchos as well. So the fact that you actually get different styles of clothes is a huge step in the right direction. And then, so, Akali and Raptor. Alright, who? So if somebody doesn't manage to make it in here... Oh, well, okay. So we'll put who on the list for the next group is what we'll do. Who is on the list for the next group? Alright, everyone, let's ready up and get this shit done. Tosak thinks he's Pickle Goop. You all made it. What type of magic is this? It's the Cesaro Grand Magic. Hogwarts, hello, welcome in. When it comes to Star Wars, you like to be in a fighter and just fly around in X-Wings and TIE Fighters and Interceptors. Oh, yeah, I haven't really delved too much into those types of Star Wars games. I definitely much prefer playing as a Jedi You know, swinging my lightsaber around, using the Force, all that jazz. Because I remember back in the days when I would play Lego Star Wars, you know, I always loved the missions where you actually got to play as the characters rather than play as a ship.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Maybe one of these days I can give one of those full games that's dedicated to like space combat a try, but I just don't see it hitting the same mark for me personally as something like Jedi Survivor or The Force Unleashed and stuff like that. Yeah, I was able to get the gist of it, Forgotten. I was able to grind a few gears to figure out what you're trying to tell me. And plus, I think that happens to pretty much everybody in chat. There's a lot of times where I have to decipher what people are trying to tell me because of either autocorrect or typos or some damn thing. Just something you kind of get used to as a streamer. Lego Star Wars is your favorite? Oh, hell yeah! You know what's good. The Lego Star Wars games are so nostalgic for me. I loved being able to create my own little Lego guy back in Lego Star Wars 2 and 3. It's just a shame that they were literally just clones of Ben Kenobi, as far as their moveset was concerned. Star Wars Squadrons let you play both sides? Okay, maybe I'll look into it. Do you know if it's on Steam? You play Battlefront 2 with your girl? Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Gotta love bonding over video games.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
You know, one thing that I've been thinking about doing, and you guys let me know what you think of this. I've been thinking about playing games on stream that I really, really like Lies of P or Elden Ring or something along those lines. Skyrim even, maybe. But what I want to do is I want to have chat essentially make most, if not all, of my decisions for me. Like, you know, you choose which dialogues that I go with, or you choose what type of build that I'm doing. Choose what path I take, what missions I do, all that. That's something I've kind of been playing around with in my head, and I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that would be interesting or fun, or if I should give that a try. Go for it. Yes. You want to try that with the Quarry? Do it. Okay. Do it. Okay. Because, see, my current obsession right now is Lies of P. Sith, do it. 10 out of 10, you think that's a fabulous idea? Yeah, dude. Okay, okay. So I guess my next question would be, would you guys be interested to do that with Lies of P? Because with that one, you guys could choose my build. There's plenty of weapons and weapon combinations you could have me do. You could have me, you could make the choice for me as to whether I lie to people or tell them the truth. And it's my current obsession right now. So would you guys be interested in a playthrough like that with Lies of P? I guess would be the main thing. Oh, hell yeah, Joseph. NeoWiz, fantastic development company. Honestly, I cannot praise NeoWiz enough for the way that they've handled Lies of P and the choices that they've made. Absolutely. Amazing game company. But yeah, I think Lies of P would be a really good game to kind of test this type of content out. Because it's a pretty good, like, amount of game time. You know, it'll give people a chance to see if it looks like something they'd want to play. And the level design is kind of linear. So it's not like you guys would be able to choose which path I take too much. But yeah, I think it would be a really good game to try that type of content out with. And since a lot of my regulars are saying, yeah, do it, sounds like a good idea, I'd love it, then we'll probably try and do that soon. One thing is we'd probably have to wait just a little while because I do have some family coming over to visit over the weekend, and they're going to be hanging out here for 5 days. So maybe that's something that we can do, maybe not starting next week, but the week following. Uh-oh, we lost a collie. But yeah, the one thing that I would want to say about this whole kind of chat makes my decisions for me type of thing is sometimes I turn to the chat and ask them what they want to do, and they'll just like, do whatever you want to do, dude. You know, we wouldn't really be able to have any of that going on because the whole point would be like letting chat make the decisions for me, right? So you guys would have to be a little bit decisive. Well, I say a little bit decisive. You would definitely have to be decisive. Bishal, hopefully I said that right. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, we could do a vote, but I would have to be very, like, fast with the way I did it for Lies of P. Because when it comes to Lies of P, when it comes to telling lies or telling the truth to people, you've got a very limited amount of time. Like, I think you're on, like, a 15-second timer in order to make your choice. So for stuff like that, you know, some scenarios that would work out, but other scenarios I don't think it would. Yo, Ice, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Alrighty, Dark Magician for show. Thanks for hanging out while you could, man. So yeah, for the lying sections on Lies of P, I'd probably just have to turn to chat and be like, truth or lie, and then, you know, whatever I see the most of is what I'd choose. Because like I said, there's only like a 15-second window to make your choice. Yo, Frost McGrievous. Hello, welcome in, man. Welcome in. You got a couple questions. Who is P and why are they lying? So, I don't know if I really want to spoil anything, considering how I'm going to be playing it on stream for you guys. Lies of Piccolo. I love it. Lies of Piccolo. But, there is a little bit of debate as to who P is actually referring to in the title of the game. I'll leave it at that for now. How's it going? Oh, it's going well enough, dude. It's going well enough. I will say this, though, in response to what Swish said. Nobody ever calls the main character Pinocchio. They either call him Geppetto's puppet or Puppet of Geppetto. And the name Pinocchio is not mentioned anywhere in any lore notes either. So technically there is no Pinocchio. Hopefully you're not coming in too late. I don't know about how much longer I'll keep going for, but it's a pretty poppin' night, so I don't know. You probably still got a lot of time to hang out and chit-chat and play. You find it interesting that both Frost and Ice join at the same time, right? It's like we got a theme going on here. Lies of Pickle Goop. Yeah, there we go. And Lies of Pickle Goop. Truth be a goody two-shoes. That will be determined when we get there, man. That will be something that will be determined as we get to each dialogue where I have those options. And it's going to be kind of a majority rules thing. Disney would sue their ass off for copyright. They can't. Pinocchio's not their own original work. Pinocchio was written by an Italian author named Carlo something or another, and the Pinocchio character was written in the 1800s. So that domain is fair use now. Or is that what they call it? Not fair use. Public domain. Pinocchio's in the public domain.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Lies of Xenoverse. Lies of Pinoverse, as I like to call it. Lies of Pinoverse. Yeah, Joseph, exactly. Headbutt. Okay. A headbutt.
See? Hard work pays off.
Oh, I needed that. I'm flapping my gums so much, my mouth's starting to dry out. Alright, but that's 3. Who did we lose? Oh, Raptor, okay. Chicharrón. And some good shit right there. Boy, 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 boy. Testing Wi-Fi. All right. I'll give you a moment. Boy, 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 boy. Oops. No, I haven't found that Snickers bar yet. I've been trying to keep an eye out for it, but I haven't seen it anywhere. Yeah, well, hopefully your internet will straighten itself out here. I mean, the last time you told me about your how much Mbps you were getting, man, it was plenty fine, so I really don't know what the hell. Don't look for you in the lobby? Okay. How have the Xenoverse gods been treating everyone tonight? It was really bad at the start. Like, I got booted back to the title screen twice. Like, within the first 15 minutes of the stream. But then things kind of balanced out and started working fine. So we've been more or less doing about as well as you can expect since then. Alright. Here you go, Raptor. All right. We waiting. We've been waiting. If things don't work out, we do have Who waiting in the wings. You're resetting your Wi-Fi? Okay, I'm just gonna get Who in here to take your place then, my man. Because the show must go on. We've already waited plenty, I think. Just go ahead and run it? Alright. What did I just see? Did I just see Dominatrix toe sock? What in the... Yeah, probably the best thing to use is either get some extra TP medals with them, or if you need to redistribute your stats, do that. Alright, I think that I'm probably still just going to keep my count where it is then. Currently, we're at 3 with this group, and we're starting our 4th. So I think I'm just going to keep count like that.
See? Hard work pays off.
Ram down ba down 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 ram down ba down ram down ba down 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 ram down down. Oh, that's tough shit, Joseph. Yeah, no, YouTube's getting ridiculous with their frickin' ad crackdowns. What do I think I saw? Exactly what I said I thought I saw. Yeah, look at him, dude. That's fucking toe sock if he was a sex worker and did work as a dom.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Didn't realize Tosak was expanding his enterprises into such businesses. You'd think he'd have enough TP medals, he wouldn't have to do that with his life anymore. You're a Star Wars nerd that you've been tempted to save up to get a lightsaber from NeoPixel. Stryden and I have talked about getting some lightsabers and doing, like, lightsaber choreography with it. Tosak's got to get them TP medals somehow. He already has the ultimate enterprise for earning TP medals. And that's level ups. God, he... Oh. You got fucking Kinky Tosak in the group. You have 4 lightsabers and lots of wands. Oh, are they, like, replica lightsabers? Whose lightsabers do you have? You've met Tosak once, a player with a billion TP, all last... Well, I mean, that's just a modder. The TP medals and levels they have mean nothing because they cheated to get them. What type of corn does Tosak do? Look at him! What do you think? Look at this outfit! I don't think you need me to repeat myself, because I already said it. I'm confused. What pants are those? Oh, the Wild Rider pants. Okay. They're modded, but is there any proof Tosok isn't one? I stick to the sentiment that Tosok is Dimps' self-insert character. Some raggedy motherfucker with completely soulless eyes that's just after your money.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
We have a corn star, everyone. His hub name, Long Namekian. No. No. Tosok's hub name would be Goopsock. He would be Goopsock. Hopefully your connection cooperates. Fingers crossed. Just described your ex. Good golly. Worse than a modder then, exactly. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Oh, this is probably not going to work out so well. I think this is going to be a sloppy round. Yeah, there goes the evasive. No! Alright, let's finish things off. I think that's easily the worst round that we've had all night. Let's not have a repeat of that.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Tosok was arrested for showing his dende to the patrollers. Goat reference? Oh, the, are you referring to Tosok being Dimps' self-insert character? Yeah, no, I thought that was pretty amazing when I came up with it the other night. Glad you like it. His manager is Goon Zamasu? I don't know. I feel like Goon Zamasu is just, you know, a hub consumer, so to speak. You have a Ray yellow lightsaber, one that changed its colors, and you built your own. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. See, I would love to have a replica of Cal's / Jaro Tapal's lightsaber. Okay, why are we having bad rounds all of a sudden, guys? Where are we messing this up? Who's fucking this up for us?
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face?
Where are we pointing fingers? The real Demps insert should be this Sarasa or whatever his name is, who asks for 560 STP for 7 Dragon Balls. I suppose. But I don't know. I feel like Tosock is the more popular NPC. And I feel like the way that I described Tosock and why he's the self-insert, it's honestly just too perfect. But yes, Sarasa also does kind of fit the bill for a Dimps self-insert as well. See, Tosock can be Dimps, and then Sarasa can be Bandai. Sarasa's the Bandai self-insert. Zamasu's the first subscriber to his channel. There you go. That's the joke. Anyone else play Sonic Generations? I did not. No, who said he was gonna wait? The ultimate tandem. Yeah, dude, you get it. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Who's gonna wait? I don't know. I don't know. Since when did the title screen for Xenoverse change? Since the most recent update. So, I don't know. A couple weeks back. Yeah, I don't know, Raptor. I tried. I tried. You think you made it better? Oh, no. Now he's added a furry aspect to the whole thing. Goodness gracious. Oh, I'm trying to charge up, and I should not be. Yeah, Raptor. Plus, we've kind of had a lot of people trying to participate tonight. So, I mean, making a full private lobby is just... It's just the easiest way to go when things are this busy. Go get her. Now, yeah, see, that's just another example for why we need multiple accessory slots. Like, I think if we had 3, you know, 1 accessory slot for your back, 1 for the top of your head, and 1 for your face, I feel like that would be a good adjustment. God damn it. Who's fucking shit up for us? I don't see the AI over there, so I don't think it's the AI doing it for once. Who's the fuck up?
bow. Simply splendid.
Fair enough, Raptor. I always make for good background noise. I'm sure you could ask anybody here. You'd gotten a Dragon Ball from the daily login, had to get the other 6 to wish. Oh. Dragon Ball farming. Gotcha. You want Pataras as accessories? I feel like that would be easy enough to implement. I make you guys laugh? Well, hell yeah. I aim to entertain and inform when it comes to my informative videos. You don't think I make for good background noise because your neighbor is a pastor, you usually have your window open. If he hears the cussing, you have a lot of explaining to do. You don't got to explain jack shit. If he's going to be a judgmental asshole, fuck him.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
If he can't handle a little bit of cussing as a grown man, then he's just a pussy bitch. You didn't want to tell him about my channel, so you told him you were cussing. Oh, well, that's your own fault for being a liar. Okay, so everybody except for Raptor here had 6 tours. So let's go on ahead. Let's make a new lobby with a new group. Who has secured his spot for this one? So let's go on ahead and see ones in chat for anyone else. Who wants it, folks? Ones in chat. Oh, Frost. All right, that leaves 2 more slots open, folks. Ones in chat. Who wants them? Oh, we're getting ice and frost in this lobby? This is going to be a cold lobby. Everybody get your jackets ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's a full team of 5. Perfect, perfect. Frost, you might need to remind me of what your PSN is. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Dylan McGreevis. I found it. And then we also need ice, and then we need to get... Who? Where'd you... Saffron and Akali. Rael, hello, welcome in. Uh-oh. We lost a collie. Jesus died so I can cuss all I want. Good one. Okay, just waiting on ice now. Okay, here it comes. Nice, okay. Hopefully everybody is ready, because I am, so we're readying up. Okay, so we got a Freezer race and a female Majin. Both very interesting choices. Feel like usually we're seeing mostly female Saiyans in here. So it's kind of nice that we're having like a nice mix of different CAC types. Because we got a Namekian too. If they both had Frost Demons, that'd be even funnier, right? One of them is. Tosak has a gift for me. If it's not all of the TP medals that I've spent on him being sent back to me, I don't know that I want it. He blew me a kiss? Oh, yuck. Miss me with that shit.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Yeah, we don't need to dive into any discussions like that, Raptor. GG Zamasu, hello, welcome in. Yeah, Raptor, I mean, I'm not mad about it, but the fact of the matter is something like that could make someone else mad, and I'm just trying to be considerate of everybody. So, you know, you're not in trouble or anything, but let's not repeat those sentiments. Oh! Isn't this a treat? Oh, all the way back to the title screen again, too. Can't even boot me to Kanton City. Alright. That's okay. I'll just re-invite everybody back. Everybody stand by. Tosak's charm, more like Tosak's curse, dude. Ice and Frost literally froze the connection, right? Everyone better like the stream. Yeah, what GG Zamasu said. Follow his lead. He's got the right idea. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's get the Vegetas all set up. Well, on the bright side, it's been like 2.5 hours or so since some bullshit like that happened. So, I mean, we had a good stretch of playtime. Did it just get cold in here? Sure feels like it, don't it? If God or Jesus watches over us, does that mean the human race is a streaming service God pays for? See, that one's like funny. It's humorous and it's poking fun in a very lighthearted way. So yeah, that one's fine. All right, everybody made it in. Hopefully we don't have any kind of cockamamie nonsense happening. Just let us play the game like you have been, Xenoverse. Recreating the scene from The Boys. If you know, you know. Tell Tosak to put some clothes on. Xenoverse is not the hub. Well, I don't know. I often refer to it as Pinoverse, so I mean, I can understand why someone might get confused.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
You decided not to use delivery services more. When you look at your bank statement, you spent more than you thought you did. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, check it out. Here's a friendly reminder from Goku that if you've not yet left a like on the stream, then you totally should. Help your boy out in the algorithm. But yeah, no, back to Joseph's statement there. Yeah, no, delivery fees plus tip and all of that stuff, man, it racks up. It really racks up. Which is why I've never really been a fan of using delivery services myself. I just go out and get whatever I want. I've got plenty of stuff that's within like a mile or two from my house. You know, it's never a very long drive to go and get something that I might want to get. The Snorlax in my path. Someone get the Cadbury flute. I'm assuming you mean Tosak, but Tosak's Gooner session was leaked on Kanton TV. Oh, no! Oh, man. Exposed. Caught in 4K. Was that Spy Kids 2 that said that? Was that really a line from Spy Kids 2? Holy shit. Spy Kids dropping some philosophical quotes, goddamn. Tosak has changed his way and is now having a day at the beach. You know, depending on what kind of beach he's going to, I'm not so sure he's changed his ways on that statement alone. 42K, hello, welcome in. Couldn't I also use the Jiren Super Soul? Strength is justice, strength is absolute. I gotta look that one up, because I forget what it does. Yes, super owls. That's right. Get out of my fucking face, stupid ad. I hate the way this fucking website works when it's not full screen, dude. Because it doesn't fucking work.
Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
When the battle begins, it restores all ki when health is below 10%. I mean, yeah, you could, because it has the attack boosting limit burst, but I mean... Ideally, I would want to use You Will Know the Power of the Gods, but I'm on my alt account rather than my main account, and I don't want to farm a fucking parallel quest that's going to make me listen to several minutes worth of dialogue. But yes, you could use that as a substitute if you didn't have anything else. Oh my god, GG Zamasu. Oh yeah, the Spy Kids films were great as a kid. I'm sure that if I watched them these days, though, I would probably find them to be super cheesy. But yeah, 42k. Anything that gives you max ki at the start and gives an attack boost limit burst will work. It'll do the trick for this mission. But overall, You Will Know the Power of the Gods is the best. But like I said, I just don't feel like farming it on my alt.
See? Hard work pays off.
You specifically tell them if you don't have it, cancel the order. Yeah, that sounds like kind of a scummy practice. You know, but I understand that these folks still need to get paid, and I don't know what the hell canceling an order would do to their pay. But, you know, if you, as the customer, gave them those specific instructions, they definitely should be following it, because it's just, you know, it's terrible practice to try and do otherwise. Imagine going through the parallel quest to get the Super Soul 8 times. I don't wanna. Realistically, you shouldn't need more than 2. I don't really know about how good the Super Soul, You Will Know the Power of the Gods is for PvP. I would imagine it's okay. Because it does have an effect that you can get use out of even after the match begins. With the fact that every time you hit max ki, you get a 10% buff to all of your damage for 10 seconds. But me, primarily, I see the use in it for speedrunning expert missions. And there's really only one character that I ever use for such a thing, so... Not like I really need copies, so thankfully I don't gotta farm it much. Oh, yeah, no, Spy Kids really did have a pretty good cast, didn't they? I mean, shit, which one was it? George Lopez was in one of them. Yeah, and they had Machete. Yeah, dude. Oh, that was Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Okay. It was made by the same people, though, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. They somehow made George Lopez's head bigger than it already was. Yeah, that's like the George Lopez joke. That's probably why they chose him for the role, I'll bet. El Hermano when? Oh, probably never, because that's a fan-created character, isn't it? So probably the closest you'd ever get is just going to custom Jiren and changing his outfit to blue. I do not remember that part of Kali. I just remember him being in a big ol' robot. But why on the dogs, dude? What'd the dog do to deserve that? George Lopez has a big ego, so they made his head match his ego. Maybe.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my
Maybe that's where the joke lies. Oh, okay. That's what his role was. Yeah, I remember him being in the movies, but I forgot, like, who he was. He's the uncle, the inventor. Okay. Antonio Banderas as the dad. Yeah, for real, man. The cast is so stacked. They need to bring Ultra Instinct Shaggy to the game. Again, that's just something you're gonna have to make a CAC to represent, man. I mean, with Ultra Instinct in the game, you can totally recreate it. See, I actually did have a Shaggy CAC back when the strong Shaggy memes were super popular. But I got bored of them real quick and ended up deleting them. See, that's kind of my deal with, like, making CACs that are based off of other existing characters, is I just get bored of them really quick. I just have more fun creating my own characters and coming up with their own backstories and stuff like that.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
But, you know, I certainly do understand the appeal of trying to recreate characters in a game where you have the ability to make your own. The thing is the novelty just wears off too quickly for me. Oh, yeah, no, the grandpa in Spy Kids was fucking awesome as well. He was always one of my favorite characters. You always thought and still think that meme is stupid? Oh, come on, Saffron. Strong Shaggy / Ultra Instinct Shaggy is great. What do you mean it's stupid?
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Damn, I feel like we're moving along really fast with this group. That's already number 3. No, I've never really watched 2.5 Men. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a good question for Google, though, Raptor. The president was... Oh, yeah, I think I do remember George Clooney being in... Yeah. God damn. Yeah, they really did get, like, a lot of really good actors, didn't they? Holy smokes. Yeah, I still think it's good to use the actual results you get from Google to double-check the AI's work. Oh yeah, the thumbs. They were weird. I like how he was stuck in that, like, animation.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Those were ginormous thumbs? Yeah, no, I bet you no one can leave a like on YouTube videos better than those thumbs. Do you need DLCs to be able to unlock the forms? No. Up to this point, every Awoken skill that's ever been added has been added in a free update. So you don't need to purchase any DLCs for any of that stuff. Ultra Instinct, Beast, Blue Evolution, God, all added for free. I don't think I'm missing any. How do you unlock them? It just depends on what one you're trying to unlock, man. That sounds like an excellent question for Google, my man.
Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Beast? I forget specifically what all you need for Beast. I think you need max friendship with Mentor Piccolo and Mentor Gohan. And then you talk to Piccolo. Oh, Steve Buscemi. Holy shit, yeah. He was in one of the movies. Damn, dude. Yeah, lots of really popular actors in Spy Kids. That's fucking insane. I bet you the list goes on, too. Well, the thing about Videl is Gohan and Videl are paired together. They're the same mentor.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
So technically it's only 2 mentors you need to max out. No, I'm having trouble remembering that one, Raptor. Alrighty, Jeezy, Samasu, thank you very much for hanging out while you could, man, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Yeah, I don't really remember... I don't remember too much of Spy Kids. Anything that I remember is going to be super vague. Yeah, unlocking God really sucks, because on top of having to max out all of those mentors, you also have to gather the Dragon Balls. Which I guess isn't too difficult, and you could just have them on hand, I suppose, but still, it's a lot of work.
Hard work pays off.
The nice thing is, though, is when a lot of these Awoken skills that were released where you had to max out friendship with whatever mentor, I already had that done. So it was kind of convenient for me, in a sense, that aspect of the whole thing. Because there was a time where I was dead set. I was like, well, I'm going to max out the friendship with all the mentors so that way I can get their dual ults. Yeah, for Blue, you had to max out friendship with Whis, and for Blue Evo, you had to do Whis and Vegeta, right? Yeah, Kaioken's not really a big deal. I really feel like those early parallel quests, like the earlier the parallel quest, I feel like the better the RNG drops. At least that's the way it always felt to me. Now it's easier than ever to get God thanks to Sarasa? I suppose so, yeah. Because then you don't actually have to go through the process of gathering the Dragon Balls. Can you get Evo from Whis without DLC? Yes. All Awoken skills have been added for free up to this point. Also, welcome in, Bilal. Yeah, no. Making the Awokens free is a great idea. The nicest thing I think Dimps has ever done for the fan base. Must be level 90? Yes, I think that's correct. I do think you need to be level 90. Maybe it's 95 for Blue Evolution. I honestly don't remember, but yeah, there is a level requirement. I would double check with Google if I were you. Brian, hello, welcome in. No. Currently, we have... Well, it says in the title, this is the last night for 50% more TP medals. After tonight, it's ending. And we're probably not going to see an event like this come back around until the next DLC drops, whenever the hell that's going to be. But also, welcome in, Brian.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Ba-doom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Ba-doom, boom, ba-doom. Yeah, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks would be pretty sweet. I don't know. I feel like we're a little late in the game to realistically expect that. It would be cool, however, if maybe they added him in for, like, one of these Future Saga DLCs. You know? Maybe we get Super Saiyan Rage Time Patroller Trunks. That'd be cool. Yeah, Semi-Perfect Cell would be nice to add. You know, it would be nice, but I don't know that anybody would actually use him realistically. Is level 160 free? Yes. All level cap increases have been added for free up to this point as well.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
So you can get up to level 160 without the purchase of any DLCs. Super Saiyan Rose transformation when? I don't really think that they're going to give us that one because it's kind of redundant to Super Saiyan Blue. Boo Tanks when? Probably never. Yeah, Brian, I'm kind of the same opinion. I think it's kind of unlikely that we see another Awoken skill. I already answered that question for you, Bilal. They should just update Super Saiyan Blue. Give it a color swap. I get, you know, that it would be the easiest thing for them to add, right?
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
But, you know, I feel like every time they've added an Awoken, they try and do something at least slightly different with it. And that might be the reason why they haven't added Rose. Because, like I said, it would just be super redundant. You know, it would essentially just be the same thing as Super Saiyan Blue. Bookickle Coop win. Probably never. Semi-Perfect Cell is boring. Yeah, he's in the game, but just not playable. And I don't think that he has any unique skills. They didn't even give him his Big Bang Crash that we saw in Tenkaichi. You really thought we'd get Super Vegeta 3 for CACs? Yeah, it would have been another relatively easy one for them to do, right? Because we've seen that they can do simple hair model swaps, right? Like, we've seen that a few times in the game. So that would have been another totally possible one. And there was a time where I thought that maybe we'd have a chance at seeing it, but, you know. But, you know, can't really expect too much, if anything, from Dimps. You know, maybe one thing that they could do with Rose is they could do... like, they could give you, like, a special combo where you use an energy blade, kind of like what they did with Beast having a special basic attack combo. That might be something cool that they could implement. Make it different. But yeah, so by my count, that is 6. But do we have any other people that want to play? One's in chat for people who are not already in here that want to farm up some TP medals. I'm gonna guess not. Okay, so here's what I think I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna do one more round with this group, like one more set of 6, and then I think I'm gonna start calling it from there. So this will be the last group for the night. Just to even things out with regular Super Saiyan, it would have been the perfect opportunity. I agree. I agree. They can implement the Scythe into Rose Awoken moveset. Oh, yeah, see, it could be the Energy Blade or the Energy Scythe. So yeah, if they did something like that, then absolutely 100% I would be more than welcoming of a Rose Awoken. But I think that's kind of part of Dimps' issue with it as well, because like I said before, you know, I think that they want to make Awokens as unique as they can figure out how.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
People look like they want Master Roshi to be added to the game. I think that's another one of the things we can add to the list that we're definitely not going to see. Is a Master Roshi character. Alrighty, for sure. Thanks for hanging out while you could, Forgotten. Yajirobe win. I think that's another character that we're never going to see in Xenoverse as well. You hope that they buff Beast a little. It has too many drawbacks. Yeah. Yeah, it's got way too long of an animation. It gives you a defense debuff. And it costs 5 bars of ki to activate. It's the only Awoken skill that actually, like, consumes a resource upon transformation like that. Karin, you thought his name was Korin? Yeah, it just depends. I think that spelling is the, like... If you read the manga, like, the most direct translation from Japanese. We can all dream, yeah. But that, unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of these cases, man, that's all you can do. Is dream. We need an evil containment. What would that be? Just like an insta-win? That'd be ridiculous. He could work like Hercule and Jocko. Who, Yajirobe or Roshi? King Yema win. Alright, now you're just memeing hardcore. They should give us pure progress. Yeah, I feel like that would be super easy to add. Maybe just make it so that, I mean, there's no real, like, visual changes, so maybe as you do pure progress, you just adopt the same stances that Hit uses. That would be neat. Yeah, UI used to take, like, it used to consume ki upon transformation, but they changed that recently. But yeah, I don't really see the point in Beast consuming ki. I feel like that buff should have came to Ultra Instinct and Beast alike. Oh, you were referring to Yajirobe?
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Aniraza. I forget exactly what the lore behind him is. Was he the character that was introduced in the plan to eradicate the Saiyans? Like, I know who it is, but I forget what his story is. Because I'm just kind of wondering about, like, if the Future Saga Chapter 2, or Chapter 3 or Chapter 4 would have a good opportunity to add him in a way that makes good sense. I forget the exact mechanics of Pure Progress. It has 2 stages to it. And I think what it is... I think it's just a basic attack buff. I'm not too sure, but... I'm just not familiar enough with Pure Progress. It's some sort of attack buff. Yeah, orange for Namekians would be nice. I don't know. I feel like that's another one of the things we can add to the list of things we're never going to see in Xenoverse, though. Just because it's kind of like a whole body transformation. I feel like if they did implement orange, it would have to work something like Purification or Giant, where, like, it gives you a specific moveset. Oh. I must be forgetting who Aniraza is, then. I thought it was somebody else. You're surprised we don't have Shin as a playable character, yeah. I said this to somebody else earlier on in the stream, but saying that you're surprised about anything bad about this game honestly shouldn't come as a surprise anymore at the point we're at in this game's lifespan. Oh, Hachiyak must be the asshole I'm thinking of. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, cooler final form added to the list of shit we're never gonna see.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
He's the giant white monster guy. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking of the right character. I placed him in the wrong piece of media when it comes to Aniraza. So yeah, I had the right character in mind, just completely fucking mixed him up with Hachiyak. That's 2. Get a good Stretch. Oh, man. Let me get some water. I'm thirsty. I'm a thirsty boy. Okay. Alright, let's get into this. Continuing on. They should give us the Cleopatra God of Destruction. I feel like the most sensible one would probably be the Rat, right? Because doesn't he have some kind of rivalry with Beerus? Also, Kid Trunks swinging in right here towards the end of the stream. Just to remind you that if you've not left a like yet, well, shit. I think it's about high time that you did, right? They both have buck teeth. I think that what the writers were more going for with making, like, the Rat or Mouse or whatever he is being Beerus' rival is, like, they play a game of cat and mouse, right? And I think that's where the joke is supposed to be. Maybe you could even say it's a Tom and Jerry reference.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Beerus doesn't have buck teeth. Yeah, I think you're thinking about Dispo, to be honest with you. What's this giant-ass Tosak doing here? Being a giant ass, of course. They should bring all the gods and angels to this game. I am not against that idea, but I feel like we would see a situation where we see more reused and recycle animations more than ever if they brought all of them in. Oh my god. Yeah, no, there would totally be a market for giants on the hub, I'm sure. I'm sure there would be. Oh my god. What is going on?
Is this it? See? Hard work pays off.
Tosak is being an ass and sabotaging us. Are those giant key blasts knocking him out of our Emperor's death beams? Is that what happened there? I don't know, my attention is too focused on chat right now. What would be the OnlyFans equivalent for Kanton? Oh, I have no idea. You heard Android 18 is pretty popular on Rule 34. I would believe that that comes as a surprise to no one. Like, of course she is. Why wouldn't she be? You wonder how big the camera has to be now? You don't need a big camera to record big things. I mean, people record skyscrapers all the time, and they don't have special giant cameras for stuff like that. That's 3, so we're halfway through. You saw a key blast sending him far from the initial headbutt, and it all went downhill from there. Ah, okay. So I see. Yeah. Let's try and hold off on the gigantic key blasts until we at least get them locked into the Emperor's Death Beam, then. We'll see if that works fine. Shendong, come get your boy from the hub. For the longest time, you thought Krillin named his daughter after his ex, but apparently the names are spelled different. Yeah, I mean, at least in English, the difference is 1 R. I forget which one it is, but one of them has 1 R in their name, and the other one has 2. Scott's List would be the equivalent of OF. There you go. That'll work. Let's roll with that. How would you gently and properly clean a PS5 controller? I think that you're going to get the best information just doing a Google search from that, Ice. But I mean, if you've got like just some general gunk that you need to clean off, you could probably get just like a damp rag. You know, only like wet the corner of it and then wring it out really good so that way it's just like a little damp. And if there's like some smudges or like just some gunk in general, that would probably work just fine as long as you're just doing that for the exterior.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
But yeah, what Stryden said, you should probably just do a YouTube search, and I'm sure somebody's got a video on how to do it really well. But yeah, I would definitely double check with Google or YouTube before you proceed. Rubbing alcohol is safe for electronics. Yeah, you wouldn't want to use too much of that still, you know. A little bit of rubbing alcohol goes a long way. Oh my god, posting on what I guess you could call that Xenoverse, but XXX Enoverse. Good god.
Bravo. Simple.
Yeah, compressed air is good if you're like trying to clean out the inside of it. Okay, yeah, it looks like those gigantic key blasts are pretty safe once we've actually got them caught in the Emperor's Death Beam. That's pretty good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Okay, that's 4, so let's go for 2 more tours. There was an actual movie called Triple X, but for obvious reasons no one saw it. Looked like a dumb action movie. Yeah, I don't know what the creators of that movie could have possibly been thinking. Tosak looks like a giant Cyberman. I mean, that's just kind of Namekians in general. There's a lot of similarities between Namekians and Cybermen. Giant Tosak's cracking you up. Yeah, no, dude. Honestly, it is kind of funny, isn't it? Get his ass, blast his ass, and show him who's boss, 'cause he is an ass.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
New name for Tosak, Toe Socks. I already came up with Goop Sock. I think that's the one we stick with. Goop Sock. Giant Tosak wants to fight for his money instead of stealing them from us. For real. He's actually joining the fray and earning the teepee medals the same way everybody else does. Toes suck. That can work too. Holy fuck, why are we only going the polar opposite direction of the way Vegeta is? Someone make sense out of this for me, please. Oh yeah, I've seen Big Daddy. That's a great movie, man. I love that film.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
You're in need of food? Yeah, me too, dude. I'm gonna be running out for a food run after I'm done streaming. Yeah, we recovered that okay. Considering that I missed 2 goddamn headbutts back to back. If Tosak takes it from us and Saffron goes to him to level up the CAC, does that mean he's stealing money from himself? It's a game about time travel and timelines, dude. It's a bunch of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. Not the same. It's not the same Tosak. It's the same guy, but not the same guy at the same time. Yeah, no. Tosak has Ultra Instinct, but for taxes.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Yatta, yatta, ta, 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 yatta, ta, ta. Yeah, no, it's called UTE, Ultra Tax Evasion. Do Tosak's antennas become veiny in huge mode? Oh. Maybe not those antennas. Alright, folks, one more. I'll run it back one more time. I mean, it's literally one letter off from UTI, so that's probably why, Solo. Did I get you with that one, Akali? Nice. Enjoy your laughter. They say it's the best medicine. What the hell is this stream? I don't know. It's just completely devolved into degeneracy. The Goon Squad stream. Well, shit, I mean, as long as you guys are entertained, man. That's the main thing that counts.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Enjoy your laughter. I have no idea where that originated, Joseph. I'd probably like 4chan or Reddit or some place like that. This is our stream brought to you by Kinky Toe Sock. Goonumbra. Pengoonbra. Plays I'm sexy and I know it in the background. What are we? All of a sudden we're Duke Devlin from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Wonderful. Oh, where are my smiley face stickers?
Alright, so this is the last expert mission now, right? We're moving on to the third one. I should break dance at the end of every stream from now on. I am way too out of shape to even learn how to do that. But who knows, maybe I can learn how to break dance and at the same time lose some weight. 2 birds, 1 stone, dude. I'm sure if you asked in the Discord, you'd probably be able to find some people to play. I think Saffron plays Master Duel sometimes. You play Master Duel too? Yeah, see, there's some people, you know, that are in the stream and also hang out in the Discord that you could probably play with. Maybe I'll add a Yu-Gi-Oh channel to the Discord. Maybe I'll add a Yu-Gi-Oh channel for people to link up with. He attempts to break dance. He'll break something that won't be furniture. Yeah, probably my coccyx. Oh, Cyber Dragon was a pretty cool card back in the day. I used to love Cyber Dragon. Especially Cyber and Dragon. Alrighty, folks. So like I said, that is our last round for the night. Let's take a quick peek at how many TP medals I have now. Oh, I actually kind of got a lot. I think I was under, like, 105,000. No, I don't think I was that low, but I got a lot. I got a lot. Maybe I'll be able to check and see how many I had at the start of the stream. I don't know. I'd have to try and check the VOD to see if there's anything like that. But look at that. 118,000. That's good. That's really good, especially considering how this is the last night for TP medal bonuses, right? After tonight, I don't know exactly at what time tomorrow the event is going to end, but for sure by the time I start streaming tomorrow, it will have been over and it will have swapped over to double EXP and double Zenny. So yeah, like I said, I am going to be coming back tomorrow. We'll probably mess around with some Crystal Raid mode stuff just because it is double EXP and you can get a bunch from that mode. I think it actually gives the most for any one mission, and we can probably easily find ways to make that fast. But yeah, after tomorrow, I am going to be having some guests over for a few days, so I don't know when the next time I'm going to stream after tomorrow is going to be. So I'll go on ahead. I'll leave a link to my Discord so you can kind of keep up with that a little bit. I always do post in there whenever I go live. So if YouTube notifications aren't working good for you, that might work out pretty good. Also, if you just like what I do and you like this community in general, that's probably going to be a pretty fun place to hang out. Usually there's people talking in there at least a little bit every day. So there's that for you. But with all that said and done, I do believe that's going to be about my cue to bounce. Certainly do hope you enjoyed watching just as much as I enjoyed presenting tonight. And until we meet again, make sure you take care. See ya.